What's up?
There he is.
What's up, y'all?
You just got done working out? I had to ask.
Yeah, I just need a little nourishment, you know what I'm saying? It's the stuff of champions over here for these comic artists, man. We need the protein.
What?
Protein shakes.
Well, today is arm day for me,
Let's
but I
go.
didn't
Let's get
work
those
out today.
triceps together,
You didn't
Janae.
work out today?
No, I didn't work out today.
Oh, but dang.
You know,
Mm,
it's easy for me to
some
skip arm
cuts and
day.
some striations, veins. I
Golly.
want to see all that.
One day I'll be more consistent. One day, one day. All right. I guess we can get to it. I'm gonna give us a few more minutes to kind of give people time, but since this is being recorded, we can go ahead and get started.
Anytime. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank y'all, everyone, for showing up. Definitely appreciate my guests for joining me today. For those who don't know me, my name is Janae. I do a talk about it series where we really get personal about like health, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. And so today I have TJ Sterling and Spencer Sterling, and I'm actually going to let y'all introduce yourselves and tell the people what y'all do. Okay. So I don't know which one of y'all want to go first, but y'all can take it away.
Go ahead, T.
What's up, everybody? Thanks to the people that are watching, the people that continue to jump on as we're talking. My name is TJ Sterling. I'm the president lead artist of a company called Ray Comics, and I make dynamic and unique stories about characters of color doing amazing things. And I try to live my dream every single day of my life. You know what I'm saying? Life happens, things happen, ups and downs all the time, but we keep moving forward. So Janae's been my homie. She's been our family friend for quite some time. We met her at Grand Rapids Comic Con. So comic conventions, live events are so incredibly important to what we do as creators, but it's also important now during a pandemic that we continue to talk about mental health, business, you know what I'm saying, life, all that stuff. And this is why we're here today.
That's right. That's right. Good stuff, man. And I'm Spencer Sterling, lead producer and artist at Mid Music. And in a nutshell, I love making music for human beings. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff that everyone can relate to, whether it's compositions or songs that people can sing along to. You feel me?
I feel you.
That's it.
Yeah, yeah, buddy.
All right. So I'm going to get right to the question here. My first question for y'all is what does
Are
good
you
health
twins? No.
mean to Well, I was gonna, I know that you're not, but that's the did people really think that y'all were twins growing up
So not growing up, just now.
like
It's a
recently,
bald
yeah.
head,
as adults?
glasses, light skin thing. Yeah.
That's correct. Yeah.
Because bald head, wear glasses,
You got it.
facial hair.
Shout out to David Crownson, writer, author, amazing genius creator of Harriet Tubman, Demon Slayer.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
word up. What up, bro?
cool.
David's in the building. What up? Beast Comics was good. I see you.
I've seen that. I haven't been able to purchase it yet, but I've seen that.
Word.
Yes.
What was your first? Was that your first question, the twins, or was that
No, actually, I
All
did
right,
okay?
have
I
it, but I
took over
wasn't
your
really going
first
to ask
question.
it. And he brought it up. But
Word.
no, my question is, what does good health mean to you?
So wow, good health is it's all encompassing, really. Um, because being in the fitness industry, I actually, I originally focused just on physical health, right? Making sure my aesthetic was good, stuff like that. But I was lacking in other areas, you know? And obviously, Janae, we've talked about this before, just like filling a void and stuff like that. Cause I could be in real good shape, working on my D'Angelo six pack, everything, but like I'm still unhappy up here, you know what I'm saying? Or like spiritually, I'm lacking somewhere. So good health is, approaching every situation in a positive way to the best of our ability. I mean, just like TJ said, things happen, ups and downs happen, but being able to, again, focus on the positive instead of the negative, what I'm saying? That all comes along with, overall health, mental, spiritual, physical.
All right. TJ?
Yeah, I mean that's a great question. I think it's very personalized for each individual. Uh, I mean, I think balance is a big thing. Balance is key. I think, especially for what we do in the creative arts industries, a lot of times there's no balance. A lot of times it's work, 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 work. breathe for 5 seconds, work some more, and then keep on working. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when that's your life, you things can kind of slip. The way you eat, the way you sleep, how good you take care of your mental health. There's a lot of things that can slip when you don't have balance. So I think balance is kind of the foundational element of good health overall. But yeah, physical is one thing. The way you eat's another thing. You ain't eating right, you're not going to have the energy to stand up at any event or be
Right.
present at any artistic space or conversation if you're not, fulfilling your vessel with something healthy. What is it called? Trying to think what else. Mental health, big thing. Taking time for yourself. What makes you tick? Like, I mean, for me, like, I like to take a drive after work, and I work from home. I take a drive after work, fresh air, running in the park or going to the gym. These types of things, help me get centered mentally so I can come back for round two and the rest of the evening, and then continue to win the rest of the day until I'm ready to go to bed. So, but again, that's just my balance. Everybody's whole balance thing is way different.
So you lead me into actually a good question. Like, how do you balance everything, especially with working a full-time job, doing your own, building your own brand, your own business, and then just managing your health? Like, how do you balance all those different things when life, with the demands of life, so to speak?
Yeah, it's been very, very difficult over the years. I'll be perfectly honest. It's not a walk in the park. It's been painful. I can't think of any other word. 3D Hero, what's up? I'm Mars Davis. What's good? Tanisha Sabo. I don't know if I said that correctly. I apologize
Yeah,
if I.
that's the homie. What's up, Tanisha? Yeah, I've known her since the Whiskey Lounge days, bro.
Oh, let's go.
Word
Whiskey
up.
Lounge, Grand
Yeah,
Rapids.
back in Grand Rapids. What up, Tanisha?
So, yeah, I mean, I would say in the beginning, balance is very, very difficult. Balance, like anything, is like another skill that just takes a lot of practice, a lot of effort, and a lot of trial and error. So for me, I know I can only speak for me that in the beginning stages of creating my business, I worked all the time, lots of sleepless nights because I just wanted to be the best. I wanted to give people the absolute best product I could at that time when I was creating my work, when I was creating my first book. And that was Alchemist Issue Zero, 2013 to 2015. I was in production mode. You know what I'm saying? I just got out of a not so good relationship, and my mind wasn't right, so I wasn't focused, and took me a minute to get centered back with life. You know what I'm saying? And what my purpose was. And but like I said, lots of sacrifice on the time. But then each year got easier. Each year got less to be a sacrifice and more like just I'm running the race. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the track, and it's just keeping a good pace at the race I already started. You know what I'm saying? But again, that first start is always the hardest.
Did you notice like the impact it had on your performance overall, from not taking care of yourself the way you needed to?
Yeah, I mean, I think when people see pictures of me in college, my senior year of college, they won't even barely recognize me because I just didn't look healthy. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really eating. I definitely wasn't sleeping. Um, Josh just joined. Josh, what up? We went to college together in NJCU.
See, Tori,
Uh,
what's up?
Tori, what up?
Hey, hey.
Yeah, like I was not healthy. You see these pictures. I'm pale. I'm super skinny. I'm in not good shape. Like I was not taking care of my body at all because I gave everything I had to finish strong with college. And like I said, now people are like, yo, man, like you look healthier, you look younger, you look like you're enjoying life, and that comes from the fulfillment of getting past the sacrifice.
Okay.
Adriano, what up? Hey,
That's dope. Yeah, I would definitely say that's major right there. Like what he said is real dope because like obviously being intentional about either setting a schedule
Mhm.
or finding the best way that you can be, or just finding the best way that you can fulfill what you want to. So if it's like, okay, today I want to, make a new instrumental. Today I want to write 16 bars or I want to finish a song. Like, what do I need to do to complete that? But when it comes to transitioning from one duty to the next, like working a day job and then obviously making music during the nighttime or later on in the day. like I've just found certain things to latch on to. Like I always take like a power nap because like
Mm.
I'm out all day as it is. Like I'm running all day, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm you know, fixing stuff. Like I'm very active during the day as it is. So sometimes it's a little bit tough to switch my mind and my energy to something else, and finding something that anchors me like a power nap, you know what I'm saying, right before I get into my music stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really assisted me in just being successful and like growing in whatever I need to with my own business.
How do you reset? Like when you basically push yourself to the limit, so to speak, because you have to navigate all these different things. Like how do you just kind of reset so that you can restore yourself and get
Right.
back into high productivity mode?
Yeah, that's a good question. I know for me, like I got, I kind of, it's weird. It's really not that complicated for me. It's more like I just kind of, I just forget about everything. You know what I'm saying? Because like when I'm really intentional, like in 2020, for instance, like I came out with more music than I ever had. That's because I flipped a specific switch and I made the decision. You know what I'm saying? But then when 2021 came around, like I was kind of creatively spent, like the gas tank
Mm.
was almost empty. So I was just like, I just switched my energy and it was just like, okay, I'm not going to rush into doing anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going to take my time with it and it's going to come out how it needs to come out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, having that type of energy and understanding that, okay, we as human beings are not just like go, go, go all the
Right.
time. Just like
Yeah.
TJ said, like balance, that's a great thing to say. Like cause I know how to turn it on and really let all the water out, you know what I'm saying? And then I have other times where I can adjust that and then I can just have a little bit come out and just have it be more consistent. You know what I'm saying? And really like take my energy and it'll go like you know, for the entire year instead of just like, oh, I'm spending it all to finish this one project, you know.
Right.
So that's helped me a lot.
Okay.
Agreed. JP just joined. What's up, JP? JP, are you with me? What's good?
What up? Oh yeah.
Um, that's a great question. I mean, I would say that you really gotta love what you're doing, man. Like if
Hmm.
you have a day gig and then you want to start, another business or you want to do a passion project, you really gotta love it. Because if you don't love it, it's not going to make you excited about finishing your day. I mean, I used to get excited about finishing work. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
I can't wait to leave the office. I can't wait to clock out because I'm about to hustle. I'm about to work my ass off so I can get out early so I can run to this other gig and I can start really getting the real work in.
That's right.
You know what I'm
Be
saying? Like,
Monty.
whatever I have to do, I'm going to do it so I can give more time and invest. Because a lot of times I think what people will do at their regular job is they'll kind of just hang around. They'll have
Hmm.
the water cooler talk, you know what I'm saying? They'll get to talking about the game at a boxing match and they'll start bullshitting for a little while, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they'll kind of just slowly let the day drag out. So
Hmm.
instead of doing that, like hyper focus for 4, 5, 6 hours tops. Like you hyper focus for that small amount of time, you can get more done in that amount of time than you can in 8 or 9 hours because you're hyper focusing. You're ready, you're tenacious. Yo, I'm gonna get this shit done, and I'm gonna bang it out, and then I'm gonna move on to the next thing. And you know what the beautiful part is about having a day gig, right? Here's the secret, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, listen to this shit. You can, in effect, be working on your passion project while you're at your day job. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you're on a computer, you can be doing some research here and there. If nobody's watching, get that research on. Answer an email. You know what I'm
Or if
saying?
you're working at home, yeah.
But even when I wasn't working at home, though, I was at work. You know what I'm saying? I'd finish a task. I'd do a little something for myself, answer an email here and there. You know what I'm saying? Like, couple of the books that I've written were on my lunch break at work because I've got this time. I'm sitting in front of Microsoft Word. I have an idea, and I'm like I start
Yeah.
typing. Like Spence, that idea that I hit you up today about that new comic. We're not going to say what
Yeah.
it is,
Yeah.
but I was literally working, and I was in stream conscious. I see an image that I'm inspired by, and I'm like, "Yo, this is a great idea," and then I start typing.
That's
So
dope.
using the time that you have, because you can get paid to do your other stuff too. You just, you got to be slick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to be real
Move.
slick. But that's a good way to maximize your time. But just
That's right.
depends on who you work for. The way my employer is set up. Well, I mean, well, let's just say I found ways. So we do have a question for you from the 3D Hero. It says, how much time do you allow for art brainstorming?
Um, it's a great question, 3D Hero. Tavon, what up, man? So art brainstorming. It's kind of weird because in the beginning I was very intentional. Like, well, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna brainstorm today. Like, and now that doesn't really work for me anymore. What works for me is because I haven't really stopped for the last 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm consistently like running the race at a decent pace.
Yeah.
The ideas come to me as I'm in the space of what I'm doing. This is what I'm talking about. If you're on the track and you're jogging and you've got a nice pace, you're going to hit a stride. And that's what it is, where, the run that started out to be kind of uncomfortable, your knees and your joints hurt. Now nothing really hurts anymore. Now you're just feeling the stride. And when you're in that stream of consciousness, you're in that stream of things kind of come to you. This is how Joystick Angels came to us. We're in the stream of consciousness. We didn't sit down and have an idea dump or have a brainstorming session. We just were in the space of what we were doing creatively. So the universe bestows upon us a very dope idea, you know what I'm saying? A dope concept, an IP, a vision, and then we act on it and then build from there.
That's right.
Yeah. Spence, you have an answer for that too?
What was the question again? I'm sorry.
How much time do you allow for art brainstorming?
Oh yeah, I mean honestly, it's similar to what my brother said because originally I didn't have a schedule for creating, or I didn't really know
Mm-hmm.
myself as a creative. But as I started to consistently create, that's the best time that I create, you know what I'm saying? When I can tap into my alpha state, you know what I'm saying? And I would definitely say people look into your alpha state because that's technically when your subconscious takes over, because that's really where the creative ideas come from. And to give you the best example is, like, let's say you're driving, right? So your conscious brain is focusing on the menial task of driving or riding a bike. But then let's say you're playing music or an instrumental, and this is where a lot of my ideas come up for, like when I'm like writing a song or whatever. I drive in the car and then I just put a beat on and then my subconscious takes over. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, again, I don't really sit down and do like brain dumps all the time. Like I don't really do that. Again, it's just like I'm consistently creating all the time. So because I always want to be in that space to where an idea can hit me at any time.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We have another question for you guys from I am Mars Davis. Have you had the opportunity to incorporate your passion work into your day job?
Ooh,
Um,
good question.
I mean, I would say not really for me. I mean, so how do I say this? It's like the day gig I have is design related. You know what I'm saying? It's an art job. So therefore, the skills that I learned from that job translate over to my passion. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of how I wanted it, because I knew when I graduated college, there was a lot of jobs in graphic design and there's a lot of jobs in production. And, those are two very, very big art careers that were consistent. You could get good work in. And I decided, hey, you know what I'm saying? I like production. I was doing production in Marvel. It's the same type of thing. It's an important, role. And I can always learn in that space. So everything that I've, excuse me, learned over the years in the production space and the art space, corporate wise, I've taken and funneled that right into my creative endeavors, like almost instantaneously.
Okay.
That's dope. Yeah, I mean yeah, for what I do in the fitness industry, it doesn't necessarily translate, but having a creative mind, for my music, for instance, like, cause it's kind of like Tetris, what I do when it comes to putting things together. So it's a similar thing, what I do with the fitness where, whether I have to fix something or I have to design a space, something like that, it all kind of translates to, or it just has like a creative spin to it, you know what I'm saying? And I can do that easier since I'm already, creating on a constant basis, you know?
Okay. Spence, you mentioned something about how you didn't see yourself as a creative at one point.
Right.
So it actually leads me to one of the questions that I have, and that's just like, have you ever struggled with identity, and did that affect how you pursue whatever visions you have for your life?
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, and just I guess clarify what I had said earlier, because I've always been on a journey to really know who I am in every aspect of my life, as a human being without music and then a human being with music, because I've heard people say that, oh, well, my identity is wrapped up in, whatever my purpose is. And there's nothing wrong with that. But like, even like if music was not there anymore, I would still be Jay Spencer
Mhm.
Sterling. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Now, is that a major part of what I do and a part of who I am? Yeah, but ultimately, that's not everything that I am. You know what I'm saying? So, what I did was, again, just through constant creation, I found my identity as a creative. You know what I'm saying? The type of music that I like to make, the type of people I like to collaborate with, even the stuff that I like to listen to on a regular basis, it's all wrapped up in that. You know what I'm saying? But I think foundationally it was first like, okay, can I be happy without music? Can I
Mhm.
be happy without my passion? Can I even be like alive without this shit? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes not so much, and then other times, yeah, I definitely can, but yeah, it was just being intentional about again just knowing myself as a creative, as a human being.
So, what did you learn about yourself?
I learned that, I'm a human being first. You know what I'm saying? I have good days, I have bad days. There's days when I create all day, you know what I'm saying? And I'm super productive. And then there's other days when I come up with a whole bunch of hot garbage. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and it's probably stuff that no one will ever hear, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, all of that's a part of the journey. Like I used to really get down on myself, and like I would have these real low moments. It's like, man, I can't believe I didn't create anything today, man. I'm so trash. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, nah, that's just how we are as human beings. You know what I mean? Energy is, it ebbs and flows. So it's the same thing with creativity. You know what I mean? But I think, as the 80/20 rule, that's what I really like to live by. Like if I can create hot shit like 80% of the time and trash 20% of the time, like that's a good balance for myself when it comes to output. You know what I'm saying?
Cool. All right, I pose the same question to you, TJ. Have you ever
All
struggled with identity? And if so, how has that affected your pursuit of your own visions for your life?
right. Yeah, I mean, when I think about this question, because I've heard it before, I can't say that I've ever really struggled with identity. I think it just, I don't know, I kind of had to know who the fuck I was a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, my brother tell you there's five of us in our family, and I was the eldest of five, and the first person to, get into, to school or get person to do this, first person to do that. It was usually me.
Yeah.
And in those cases, a lot of times I kind of had to understand who was that person and why I was doing what I was doing, what my direction was. So kind of figured it out relatively young, and I've kind of just been rocking since. I mean, I think for me it's more or less now you know, trying to understand what I'm trying to offer, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not just trying to make entertaining and dope comic books and dope stories. Like I'm actually trying to inspire people now. And I think that's really the last few years. Like maybe after the first or second year, I was trying to understand what my role was going to be in the comic book community, in the space of creativity. I'm like, well, I want to be able to inspire people, and I really I want to create stories that are really, really unique, something way different. And I think every time someone looks at what we create at Ray Comics, it's like, yo, these dudes are so unique. The content, the concept of what they're trying to put out there is so different and out there. So it's like, when I think about me as a person, I'm like, okay, that's kind of who I am. I'm as a person, I am very different. I think differently. My brain is just dialed to a different, a different notch and whatever. So, and I'm cool with that. Like I'm totally fine with that. So I think now it's more of like the consistency part of feeling like I'm continuing to accomplish something. And really, the fans, man, y'all make it easy for me to feel like, yo, I'm accomplishing something. I entertain them. I wow them with the story. They love what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? These types of things that continue to fill my tank up with gas and help me push to the next level with something even more dope. So hopefully that answers your question.
Yeah, but since you brought it up, I mean, did you feel like you had added pressure simply because of you were the, oldest?
Um, I mean, yeah, I mean, like for example, when uh when so me and my brother, we came up, and the school system that we came up in was real rough. You know what I'm saying? Like it was not conducive to anything at all. In
Right.
Michigan, Grand Rapids, Michigan, the Grand Rapids public school system at the time, before it was bought and purchased by the Christian public school, it's Christian school system or whatever. Grand Rapids Public was rough. There really wasn't any money in that school system. There was no curriculum for the arts at all. I mean, you could sit in a choir room and sing, maybe, but the art room, they didn't have any supplies. You know what I'm saying? Like we're literally drawing or on like copy paper and little markers or whatever we could steal from our house. You know what I'm saying? So like the inspiration from more was just so lacking at the time. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't really see myself doing anything with college or anything like that at the time. And my parents, they weren't feeling that idea. So like, look, we got to get into different schools. So it starts with me. So I was like, okay, well, I got to get into a different school. But my parents set me up. We go to this all white school now. The all white school has literally three black people in the entire school of like 200 or whatever.
Yeah.
And they didn't dress like I did, they didn't talk like I did, but it's like, oh, if you don't go to this school, TJ, you're not, your other siblings are not going to be able to get in. So there's
Mm.
pressure there. And I'm like,
Yep.
well, I mean, I shouldn't really make this choice, because I mean, I want to spend some time with my friends. I want to see what's going on. I want to hang out, whatever. And it's like, it was just difficult. But I mean, that's just kind of the space that first children usually have. I mean, my mother will tell you she was the first baby, and her family. She'll say the same thing. There were certain things that she had to be more responsible about. She had to lead by example. So there's always pressure, but I mean, I feel like again, it does to help you define kind of what you're about at a younger age and what your trajectory is, and it does help. It hurts a little bit, but helps a whole lot.
That carried in into adulthood. Like you still kind of feel guided by that pressure to an extent.
I wouldn't say, how do I say this? Like, I put a lot of pressure on myself to be the absolute best I can. Like, I'm just trying to be the dopest dude out at, like, what I'm doing in my space. I'm trying to be the best, like, absolute best, at the dopest I can be. So nobody, like, I don't consider anybody in the industry competition. I don't think I'm in competition with anybody except myself, because I'm always like, how do I next year do something even better? How in the next 2 months and next 2 weeks can I do even better than I did before? How can I bring it to the next level? How can I ascend to that next space? So the pressure that I'm putting on myself is more than anyone can do, and more than any fake competition can do for me. So there is a certain level of pressure, but it's probably more self-imposed and more self constructed than anything.
Okay. We have a question from, I think it's Rich Rising. Do you put in time for your love life, whether it's just hooking up or relationship? So that I'll get that to both of y'all.
I mean, everybody knows I don't love hoes, so there's always that. You know what I mean? No, but yeah, I mean, but well, I think that goes, I think that goes along with the balance aspect. You know what I'm saying? Like, to keep it all the way a buck, like everybody has needs. You know what I'm saying? And when those needs are being fulfilled, like I can really just speak for myself. Like, there's certain things that are just like you kind of need, like either companionship sometimes, or you need some fucking, you know what I mean? Like, or whatever the case may be. These are things that these are things that help move the needle. You know what I'm saying? Because again, like, I mean, again, I can only speak for myself. Having that type of energy feeds my soul. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully that answers people's question. You know what I'm
In other
saying?
words, yes, you make time.
If I can, yeah, if I can.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely tried over the years. It's been a little difficult. I think when you are 100% focused on, your craft and what you're trying to do for yourself, business wise. Because I mean, like, this is the thing, y'all. Like, if you got something in your spirit that's telling you you need to do something, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I got to tell this story. Yo, I got to create this business. Yo, I got to do this. I got to do that. And you're called to do it. And, you know, put all your eggs in that basket. You put everything you can into, fulfilling that calling, if you will. And, sometimes, there's collateral damage to that, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't, necessarily be all into a business and some of the stuff you're doing, and then I'll be all into a relationship. It's really difficult to balance it sometimes. And I know I've definitely struggled over the years trying to get better at that, you know what I'm saying? So, I try to humble myself to, the want and need for being in a relationship and being with, someone who can, definitely fulfill me and help me get to the next level as well. Because you want to be with somebody who you're not arguing with all the time, that you're not in strife with, because you can't, you know, I just feel like as Black folks, we're always fighting a battle as soon as we walk out the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can walk out the house, something can happen. I mean, like, case in point, you know what I'm saying? I'm at my dude Enoch's house in, Garfield, New Jersey, years and years ago. And I walk out the house and, all of a sudden I'm surrounded by 5 cops. Like, oh, you look like you fit the description. And now I'm like getting questioned, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm literally this close to, if I'm not keeping my cool, something could happen. Like, this is how it is. We walk out the door, something could happen when we're people of color. So, uh, you don't want to be able to have to fight a battle externally and then come home and fight
Mm.
a battle, while you're at home too. You got to have peace in both places. So, or at least if you're going to fight one battle, you got to have a fortress of solitude. You got to have a home to come to that's
Right.
peaceful. So,
Right.
in that case, it's like it becomes very difficult, when you're trying to build with somebody, and then, you got to be away. I mean, people see where I'm at. I'm all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Like, there'll be weeks sometimes that I'm gone. It's hard to have something steady when, you're gone all the time. I mean, these things are very, very difficult, but there's a will, there's a way if you really want it, like I do. I'm working to make that, reality for the future. Absolutely. Dia,
Okay.
what up?
Do you ever like lose
There she
the
is.
um like you get so overwhelmed that you just kind of don't even feel like putting forth that kind of energy and effort into it?
Hell yeah. You kidding
Bro.
me? Yeah, 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 yeah. Cause I
Real
mean, cause
quick,
yeah, because
Haven, hey, hi Haven, how you doing? Dia, what's up? You need to be
yeah.
somewhere. Continue, bro. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's cool. Yeah, I mean, cause when you think about, I mean, really, TJ said it. It's like when you're so dialed into something, you can really only focus your energy into that. You know what I'm saying? And to have it come out exactly how you want to, depending on the changes that it needs, and this is your baby, right? And you really need to put energy into that. But having a space where you can create in other areas, because that's what a relationship is. Like, you
Mhm.
cultivate that, you create it, and you build with that. You know what I'm saying? So, personally having that type of balance in my life, like it that helps. But yeah, there's definitely times when you think about like what a relationship is. Like, when you first meet somebody, you got to deal with their mask first.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
getting through that first, that's where like that energy really comes from. It's like dealing with this person that was created that had nothing to do with you. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? So it's just like once you get through that and you start to break down these walls and the different bullshit that has come with just being a human being. Like, because when you're over the age of like 21, there might have been some heartbreak. There might have been some fucked up shit that happened in your family. You know what I'm saying? There might have been some depression. There might have been some suicide. There might have been some physical issues. There's all this stuff. And then
Baggage. All this
ex-
baggage.
exactly, you know what I'm saying? So once you deal with that, it's like that's the mask that you have to deal with. So personally, it's really just easier. And like, I always joke around with I used to joke around with the dude I used to work with, it's like he was a back page dude, you know what I mean? Basically he pays for sex, you know what I'm saying? It's just like you pay him to leave, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like for him, that's the only energy he had.
Mm.
He was like, dude, I've been in really bad situations. I've lived with women. I've, you know what I'm saying, given them everything. You know, I bought them this, I've done that. But like because of the shit that they've been through, they haven't been able to fully commit to me. You know, I
Mm.
thought I was doing everything right. You know what I'm saying? So the energy you have to deal with then the repercussions of heartache and all this other shit is just like, thank God I have a muse. Thank God I have something to pour that inspiration into. You know what I'm saying? Or else, you know what I'm saying? Every genius is already crazy, but it's just like you just go further down that rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying? So dealing with that type of energy, it's just like you really have to, again, be intentional about it. You have to make yourself available for that.
Thanks.
Has Go
Shout out
ahead.
to Karan. Karan just joined. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, word, my man.
So, I mean, since we're on the topic, I wasn't trying to go here, but since we're here, has the like pursuit of these relationships and whatever level of capacity that you put them in, has it put you in a reflective position ever where you have to consider the trauma and the baggage that you have to deal with to make you a better person for a relationship? Which ultimately makes you a better person in general, because I mean, we all have stuff that we can work on. And typically we see ourselves through other people, especially when they're the closer they are. I feel like the stronger the mirror is.
Damn, Janae, I thought we was talking about
That's
comics and music. What's good?
dope.
Bro, we getting
Ali.
personal.
It's all good. Nah, I'm just messing with you. But yeah, no, it's a great question. I mean, I think each day, each time, you know, each situation that comes around, you know, it's an opportunity to learn and evolve and grow and examine yourself and what stage you're at and trying to make better decisions. Um, I mean, I'm constantly thinking, how do I make better decisions? How do I, you know, act on, um, you know, pure inspiration, you know what I'm saying? But also follow my heart when, you know, um, when I'm hearing it speak, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a very, very crazy thing to think about. But that's what really what it is. It's like, you know, your subconscious is going to tell you stuff. And then, you know, your old brain, new brain. This is a
Mm-hmm.
psychology term, old brain, new brain, right? Like old brain is going to kind of be like, yo, man, like I've had some problems in this space before. You know what I'm saying? I've had some trauma in this space before. I don't know if I want to completely let the wall down. You know what I'm saying? So, um, and you know, a lot of times it's very painful because you know when you do let the wall down and it doesn't go how you want it to go, it can be debilitating. You know, it can really, really take you out of your space. You know what I'm saying? So that's why sometimes again you meet folks and they're just like, yo, man, I'm trying to figure out whether this nigga's full of shit or not. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Figure out what she's up to. Why is you know all this stuff going on? You know what I'm saying? Like there's just all these things. But again, I think that we all have to kind of see past it. Like, wait a minute, this person probably has something really amazing to offer. That's why there's this wall. You know, sometimes you got to climb the wall to see the greener grass across the fence, right?
That's right.
So, in order to do that, you got to have a little bit of faith, a little bit of patience, and be like, "Yo, man, there's something here. Let me try to continue and work through this if I can."
Okay.
That's
Strange you
dope.
nodding, so you ain't got nothing else to say.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, I was gonna add to that because like I think like that's one of the spices of life is really living your life. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, obviously it takes awareness and maturity to deal with all the facets of life because guess what? There's gonna be pain. Guess what? There's gonna be, you know, rainy days. There's gonna be sunny days. But like as cliche as it is, like the sun is so much like I appreciate it so much more when there is rain, you know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So I at this point in my journey, like if I didn't have the days that, you know, really beat me down, it's like I don't know where I would be, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't like my character wouldn't be as strong, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be able to be an example for people who come after me. Because
Mm-hmm.
that's really what it's about, you know what I'm saying? It's like being an example for the next generation. Like it's not about me anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cool to, love, have love and have something for yourself and, you know what I'm saying? Like do something that's therapeutic, but like it's like being able to give this back. You know what I mean? I've been gifted so I can gift. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like I am a steward for this gift. So I can see clearly now the rain's gone. Word up. That's facts, yeah. But that's
Yeah.
all I wanted to add though, yeah.
So how do you deal with feelings of failure? Like when something doesn't go the way you wanted it or expected or desired for it to go. And that's in any capacity, whether that's just like a career goal, your business goal, as far as like maybe I released this and it didn't pick up the traction that I had hope for it to, or just whatever, you know.
I don't fail. No,
I said feelings of failure.
Feelings of failure,
I don't. Yeah, no.
yeah.
Feelings of failure. Let's see. Man, like I said, I don't know, I've taken a lots of hits over the years, you know what I'm saying, on various different things, life stuff. We've been around, if you're in the boxing ring of life, you're just gonna take some punches, you know what I'm saying? And you will feel like you're a failure, but I think the only thing that's failing is when you actually give up and you say you turn your cards and you say, I'm not doing this anymore. That's the failure. When you actually give up, when you know that, you can soldier through this, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like there's a lot of bad things that do happen. But again, it's like Jay was saying, Spence was saying that there's, you know, rainy and then there's sunny days too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, I have very few feelings of failure nowadays, thankfully. But I mean, I had a lot when I was younger. But I'm a consummate optimist. Like I'm optimistic as fuck about a lot of things. Like I literally, like, how do I say this? It's like optimism, hope, and like, you know, um, there's another word I'm looking for, Janae.
I don't know,
But
willing, manifestation,
like,
what
I mean, yeah, like literally, my willpower is what pushes me forward every single day. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm generating that on my own through sheer willpower. I'm gonna make it through whatever this crazy situation is. But I got to do what's necessary for me. Whether it's I got to get in my quiet zone and get my little introverted shit on so I can figure out what I need to figure out, and then be extroverted again, come back out, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever it takes for you in order to get where you need to be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. No, that's heavy, man. Like the having, thinking about failure. Like I think, I mean, it's just all a part of the journey. Just like I said, I wouldn't have one without the other. I can't
Mhm.
have one without the other. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't have short without tall. We can't have hot without cold. Like it just, this is life. Like this is what we have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've always said that anytime I meet someone and then they have one mood all the time, you can't trust that person. No one's happy all the time. No one's sad all the time. It's just like I can't trust that personally, you know what I'm saying? So I think again, like the roller coaster of life is just that's just how it works. Like you gotta be able to, take the good with the bad and the bad with the good.
Yeah, because I mean, like, I want to quickly add too, it's like, what's really like a failure though? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so, we're talking about boxing. Like, let's say Conor McGregor gets in the ring for Floyd Mayweather. He loses, he gets his ass kicked, you know what I'm saying? But he also made $30 million.
Right.
Dollars. Is that really a failure? You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
But this what we're talking about life, you know what I'm saying? Life, it's like, okay, well, this situation, this relationship, this business, this idea didn't work out, but I gained so much from it. So it's like literally one thing serves the other. And I think about, death, life and death all the time, right? When a person dies, or let's say a tree dies, a bug dies, an insect dies, a creature dies, or a plant dies, or whatever, the energy of that creature automatically gets recycled into the life of another creature or another
That's
thing
right.
almost instantaneously. So it's like, even though this thing is not here anymore, it's still here because the energy
Hmm.
is not really dying. It's cyclical like a motherfucker. So, okay, this didn't work, but it's going to help me push new life into a new idea. And then it brings life and breathes life into a new situation because you have that experience of the failure, just like Black Nerd Friday said, you know what I mean? Like,
Failure to
failure equals
experience.
experience. Yep.
That's right.
Yeah, that's like experience just breeds a new perspective.
Amen.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back to like the health questions for you guys. Okay, so how has your perspective about mental health changed over time?
Oh wow. It's something that needs to be like you really need to take an intentional look at it every single day. All right. Obviously, depending on the person, but if it goes unchecked, it's something that can get out of hand real quick. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was younger, I used to always say, I'm always good. Oh, yeah, I'm good. I'm
Mm,
always good. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't always good. You know what I'm saying? But that's because I never checked on myself. You feel me? So it's like, just like anything else, like you leave something unchecked, something bad most likely is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to mental health, like my view of it became very intentional, very specific, and it's something that I needed to focus on, just like I focus on all my other health.
what triggered that? What caused you to take a more intentional approach to mental health?
I think it was, well, actually, I know it was just growing up. And then, as I talked about before, like when you know yourself and every facet of yourself, you start to realize that, okay, I can get triggered by this, or I can do this, or I can do that. These things make me happy. These things don't. And because some people I imagine like they don't necessarily need to focus on certain things, maybe because of their upbringing, maybe because of the environment that they came, like whatever it is, you know what I mean? But because when you come up with trauma, like you're gonna have to deal with that more throughout your life. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? But if you don't have any trauma, you might not have to focus on mental health as much. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? But I know for me, like we came up in trauma, so it's just like we have to be more intentional about fighting that trauma. It's like an addiction, you know what I'm saying? It's just like just because you beat the addiction doesn't mean it's gone.
Mm.
It's something that just like it's like constantly on your shoulder. You got to constantly, you know what I'm saying, be like, look, I'm not dealing with your ass today, or like I'm better than you, I'm stronger than you, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't go away, it just diminishes, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just over time, got to know myself, and I built a healthy relationship with who the fuck I knew I wanted to be and who I am.
Okay, TJ.
Yeah, it's dope. No, I was taking that in. That was real good, Spence. Some more people joined. Maya, what's up?
But
Alyssa, what's good? Papa Kenisu, what up? Yeah, that's all I'll say. I mean, I think, shoot, man, like last couple of years been rough for Black folks, man. It's been rough for us out here. It's a lot of crazy stuff is happening. This whole phenomenon of this media frenzy, this feeding frenzy of like, I want all of these videos of our people being brutalized or killed
Hmm.
by the
yeah,
police. And like,
Yeah.
there's this flooding and desensitization of watching our people being murdered on camera. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? And for me, that really messed with my psyche for a long time. For years, it was very painful to think about. It made me very angry. It made me very resentful towards, the United States. It made me very resentful for very, very many things. Because I mean, again, if you are um, thinking about the past traumas that your people have went through, it kind of continues to weigh heavy on the most recent generation. It trickles through. These types of traumas are, passed on genetically now. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? They know that it is a real thing.
Hmm.
It's not like a mystical shit that people are just guessing. It's actually a real thing. So, um, you know, it's weird because you have to do whatever you can. I know a lot of people talk about therapy. I think therapy is healthy for Black folks.
yep,
I think talking to people is healthy. I think having an artistic outlet is absolutely essential. You know what I'm saying? If you do not have an outlet of some sort that you can focus your energy in, and your outlet can be anything. It doesn't have to be drawing, painting, music. It could be cooking. You know what I'm saying? It could be hiking. It could be rock climbing. You know what I'm saying? It could be, you know what I'm saying, archery. Whatever the hell it is that you find some time that you like to do. I mean, I got friends that love to, they go roller skating. That's like their thing. You know what I'm saying? So,
Word.
but that's their therapeutic thing. Like they find therapy in that particular activity. So lots of different forms of therapy. It's, you know, what, and again, I always think it comes down to like what really is good and healthy for you as an individual. And if you know what that is, you know more about yourself. It kind of like it kind of like how does it say, like it kind of figures itself out a
Hmm.
little bit.
Mm.
How has the pandemic affected y'all? Like just on every level, you know, physically, mentally, your business. Like, did it have any impact on it?
Yeah, I mean, I would say that I definitely was a little stir crazy the first 6 months or so. You know, being stuck in the house all the time, no gym, you know, only being able to go to the grocery store. You know,
Word.
and you know, the only place I could work out was the park, but even that was closed down for a long period of time. There was no outlets of any kind to do stuff, and at that point, I was kind of losing it a little bit. But I think I was the type of dude like I'm gonna do whatever it takes. So, you know, the park the park is boarded up. I'm hopping the fence. Like I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get my exercise and get my workout on. Do whatever I think is healthy for me to be able to feel content. And that's kind of, and you know, that was the start of it. And then, you know, there was no conventions, there was nothing event wise I could do for my own personal business. So I was like, okay, I got to pivot. I got to build my online game a little bit more. I had my
Hmm.
first Kickstarter in 2020, and that did really, really well. I had my second Kickstarter this year, which did really even better. So little small pivots here and there help quite a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I would definitely say that, you know, being a whatever it takes type of guy, like I actually got in better shape physically during the pandemic, you know what I mean? Because I worked out here at the crib, you know what I'm saying? Like I stayed focused on, you know, things that I would usually let slip, you know what I mean? Because I think it's real easy, like when you have something like the gym, like it's real easy to use that as a crutch because like when you go to a gym like, and I'm not knocking anybody who goes to like retro fitness or, you know, planet fitness or anything like that, but it's very easy to be mediocre in those specific places. You know what I mean? When you're only paying $10 a month, it's easy to be like, yeah, nah, I'm not gonna go there. But working in the fitness industry, I working in the fitness industry, obviously, like that affected me quite a bit. You know what I'm saying? Because like I wasn't working as much during the day, but I was able to just slow certain things down because 2019 was the busiest year I've ever had in my 16-year career in the fitness industry. It was the busiest year I've ever had. So demanding all these other things, but again, being able to slow down in 2020, it was like I didn't even realize how needed it was. I was just like, man, like I'm so grateful for this time to just like to be able to get up and just sit on the couch for a second or make my own schedule at the crib, you know what I'm saying? Like, and when it comes to music, that was my best year in 2020 because everyone was at the crib. They needed projects done. You know what I'm saying? Like I was doing cool shit. Like I did the Beautiful Soldiers thing,
Hmm.
song in 2020. Like I sold more music. Like I was refining my business, all this other stuff. So like there's a silver lining in every cloud, right? But the pandemic, it's just, you know, now that gyms are starting to open up and stuff like that, I think that we're dealing with another batch of issues now with the whole vaccination situation.
Yeah.
But you know, that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, very much so.
You know.
Saw
Very
that.
much so.
Yeah.
So yes, just to know, I had a question. This is going to be posted on my Instagram here, and I should have it posted on Facebook as well. But just to know, the playback will be here. I just have a couple more questions for y'all. Um, I follow y'all on social media, obviously, right? I follow you on Instagram as well as Facebook. Now, me personally, I'm learning how to be better in social media, especially with engagement, like how you actually engage and interact with people. And as far as consistency, I feel like I haven't done the best job at that. But I see that you guys are really good at consistency and engagement, particularly because like Spence, your Thursdays and Sundays are almost like never miss, right? You pretty much always throw those out. You always throw your beats out. Like it's just you just pretty much don't have a break. And then
Mm.
TJ, you are really good at literally responding to every single comment that people made on your post. How do you find the energy and time to do that? Like, what is that just normally just part of your branding, like how you schedule it? Or are you just like, you know what, I'm just gonna sit here for 2 hours and make sure I respond to every single person? Like, how does that work for you?
I mean,
Yeah.
I just get to it when I can, man. I mean, honestly, I'm not the best at social media, but I mean, I try to like be moderately intentional in terms of when I post and how much I post, and being a real person. I think for me, it's like
Hmm.
as long as I'm a real person, people are always going to be behind me. You know what I'm saying? Like I've got friends who got 40K followers, and they'll have a business and drop something and nobody will buy it. You know what I'm saying? So just because you have a lot of followers doesn't equate to you actually making an impact
That's
and
right.
being relevant to those people, to those actual
Good
followers, or
point.
whether who knows if they're even actual followers. That's why I said like people got it fucked up a little bit. They think, oh, if I have a lot of followers, that means I'm going to be more important, and that's not really how it works. If you're actually getting to know people, if you're actually building with individuals intentionally and being a real person, you will have people that will back you 100% all the way. It's anytime you're getting ready to do something. So I try my best when I know people that want to talk to me or responding to me. I'm like, look, I'm gonna take my time because you took the time to talk to me to follow my post. I'm gonna respond back to you. Most of the time, it's the real ones. So shout out to everybody who just continues to support what we're doing out here, man. I got so much love for you guys, you don't even know.
Yo, amen to that. Yeah, that's definitely the reason why I do it is to not only show who I am,
Hmm.
because like on like social media, it's cool, right? Like it's a tool just like anything else. But I try to make sure that it's authentic as possible. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, yo, we get to talk about certain things that, we don't necessarily always talk about in everyday life. We can put that on social media and we can connect with somebody on the other side of the world or on the other side of the United
Hmm.
States. Like, that's real dope. You know what I'm saying? But originally, when I started, taking my business seriously, um, I knew that I needed to have an online presence. So I picked a platform that I really vibed with. Instagram is, being like, because I like visual stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I'm cool with showing my face. So and I can like incorporate my music in there too. And that's one thing I've been working on more too, is actually just like, yo, our cousin Jeff is in here. What's up, bro? Love you, man.
Yeah.
But making sure that I have a space for my music and then also have a space for Jay Spencer Sterling really is. You know what I'm saying? First of all, being intentional about that and then saying like, okay, I literally put a schedule together because like Monday, it's like, I do my Twitter post, you know what I'm saying? And then I put that on Instagram. Tuesday is tracked out Tuesday. Wednesday, I usually take a break or I do like some funny memes. Thursday is I don't love hoes, you know what I mean? Friday is, what I'm saying, it's like a wild card day, you know what I mean? Saturday, sometimes I do beat breakdown or like more, informative stuff for my music. And then Sunday, I obviously like, I talk about it with people, you know what I'm saying? So having that consistency like has really helped me connect with people, you know what I'm saying? Build conversations, build relationships. Because I can literally like name people by their first name, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like the people who support me. And that's what I've wanted to do because I support them too. You know what I mean? This isn't a one-way street. Like I love really being able to connect with people, and social media has helped me with that. You know what I'm saying? It's really taken the world and made it a smaller place. So, but definitely, yeah, having a schedule, like if you're not necessarily 100% sure what to post, like there's a lot of research that people can do out there to like actually find out as a creative what to post. There's obviously lots of tools and stuff to help with that, but just like anything else, I like to be intentional, but be able to deal with curveballs, you know what I'm saying, and be able to kind of just like move on the fly as well. Because when I first started posting, like it can be very robotic, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I need to adjust, you know what I'm saying, which I'm doing right now. Like, because some of my stuff, it gets a little bit stale. So because I'm consistent with it, you know what I'm saying? So I need to be able to consistently innovate, right? So,
Right.
um, in a nutshell.
Yeah, I see this comment. I'm sorry, I haven't been able to read all the comments. They've been coming quicker than I could keep up with. Consistent and authentic engagement goes a long way. That is
Amen.
true. I agree with that for
Thank
sure.
you.
Definitely.
Thank you.
So like we're down to the end of the hour. One final question for y'all. What is next for look, TJ Sterling, Ray Comics, Jay Spencer Sterling, and Bit Music?
It's a great question, y'all. First of
Yeah.
all, I'm working for y'all right now. I'm putting these late nights in, you know what I'm saying? So just expect your boy TJ's on his grind. He's out here putting in the time for you, because I get asked about Joystick Angels almost every single day, so at least every other day. When's the book
Yeah.
coming out? I need an update. People really want the content, and that means a lot to me. So we are so close. I mean, like we did one round of edits and it was cool, but we looked at it a second time and the third time, and it still needed some more edits. And
Yep.
right now, like, we should be done with all the edits this week. We should be going to print by the end of the week, if not early next week, Monday. And then, from there, we get the books in a week. We start fulfillment. So this month will be like fulfillment. We're going to be at AwesomeCon in DC, Washington, DC. I think it's August the 20th is that show. Towards the end of this month, we're going to be there premiering the Joystick Angels book. Alchemist number 5 will be there, so y'all can get that next issue in that series. We're going to have some music. We're going to have a whole bunch of fly stuff. So come check us out at AwesomeCon. You're absolutely going to enjoy being able to see us at that show. We'll be there together. I've got so many other books that are going to be coming out soon, man. Collaborative projects of all different types of genres. I'm really, really excited about closing out this year strong. But yeah, I'm still working on fulfillment for you guys right now. That's the biggest thing.
Cool, cool.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's I obviously I teased the like that 3D CD insert and the CD itself. Like we're making a few adjustments to that as well because we want to make sure it's like it actually looks fly for everybody. I mean, obviously, you guys can listen to the music anytime you want to on any streaming platform, or you can go to my website. But like that's another thing. Like we're going to print with that, so the CDs should be ready in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And but I'm working on Rapping Diva, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the next project. And that music should be done in the next 30 days or so. You know what I'm saying? So it's like always working on new projects, and just I appreciate anytime I get a chance to talk to people either about Joystick or Mint Music or Ray Comics. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a pleasure that we get a chance to even create something fly for y'all.
All right, cool, cool. Well, you know what? I don't have any more questions. I think I've questioned y'all out to this evening. If anyone has any questions though, feel free to post it and we can ask before they jump off.
Where yeah, now's the time.
No. All right. Well, you know what? Thank everybody for tuning in. Thank y'all for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. I feel like y'all had a lot of real cool things to say. Again,
For
this will be
sure.
posted on my Instagram, so you'll be able to see it. But you know what? If y'all have any questions, I appreciate y'all for showing up, and I'll see y'all next time.
Yes,
Peace,
sir.
y'all.
Thanks everybody. Appreciate you, Rob, Maya, everybody who joined. Thank you guys. See y'all soon.
Yeah.